Hello once again, my friends. It is Tuesday. It is drunk pokeroo time. It is beer time. Beer time today is a special one. This week is Ontario Craft Beer Week from the 10th, which was Friday, to the 19th, which is Father's Day on Sunday. Been celebrating, every night by having a great Ontario craft beer, and there's lots of them, and there's lots more in my fridge, and there's lots more at the liquor store and at the breweries, and you can go get some. However, today is a little bit different. We're going to talk about a couple of things, but most importantly, about sharing beer. Mrs. Pokeroo the other day actually found a beer I didn't have, which was amazing because that's very hard to do. Red Tail Ale from Grand River. She picked it up for me Saturday night when she was at the liquor store getting herself some steam whistle. And what a surprise. Great red ale, beautiful to try. Big Canuck and his wife picked me up a Ransack the Universe the other day, brought it over because they know I love it. Can't have enough Ransack. You remember my friend Paul, the beer guy. I've mentioned him before. We talked about the root of all evil. He also gifted me this Brock Street 2015 limited edition barley wine, which I haven't opened yet, and I'm just not sure when I'm going to open it. I'm waiting for the right occasion. To me, it's a celebration beer, so we look for that in the future. But the reason I wanted to talk about it today is quite simple. We've talked about the gift of beer and sharing your beer. And I think it's time we recognize the people that do that, and I talk about it on the blog today. I'll leave a link below. You can go read about it. It's just a short little thing. I want to start letting people know that I'm appreciative of when I get beer. These 4 beers in front of you are from the East Coast, from Nova Scotia specifically, from my friend the Celtic Devil, Phil Church. I'll leave a link to his profile. You should be following him. He is one of the best beer photographers I've ever seen in my life. He gets beer. His words are beautiful. This little 4-pack of beers blew me away when it arrived on my doorstep. I've sent a return package. He just got it today, so hopefully he really likes all my Ontario craft beer. So we're celebrating Ontario Craft Beer Week, but more importantly, we're celebrating great beer with great friends and sharing that beer, whether it be when somebody comes to your house and you open the door, to your fridge and you grab them a pint of something they love or something new that they haven't had, or you're shipping beer across the country, or, in my case, I've shipped beer as far away as Portland, Oregon to my friend Willie, who's coming to Toronto this summer, and that'll be a whole other adventure. I think it's time we recognize people. So when somebody shares a beer with you, when somebody buys you a pint, and if you're going to review it and you're going to put it on your Instagram or on Facebook, or you just want to thank somebody, I think we should start using the hashtag beersaint. They're bringing the heavenly goods of craft beer to you every time somebody gives you a beer. So what I've got here is a Russian Imperial Stout, which I'm sort of leaning towards cellaring for a bit. Interesting to try from Propeller. This is a amber ale, and I love a good amber red ale. So I'm very interested. It's from Maybe's Roseway Red, Maybe's original brewing company. Definitely interested. From Fredericton, New Brunswick, so not just Nova Scotia, from New Brunswick. This Vickers Cross is the one I really, really want to drink, and I'm going to do it tonight. But I'm going to beersaint share this one with the Big Canuck when he comes over, because he's also a friend of the Celtic Devil, and I got to spread some love around. This is one of Celtic's favorite beers, he says, so I think we both really want to get excited about that and try it. So check out Instagram tonight. You'll see what we think of it, and I'm sure it's going to be amazing. So that leaves me one beer for this afternoon to celebrate the launch of hashtag beersaints, or beersaint. Hey, if so 2 people buy a beer, they can be beer saints. From the Spendthrift Brewing Company, it's a Riptide IPL, an India Pale Lager out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, Celtic's hometown. Very excited. I love IPAs. Why not an IPL? You see, I got my Spiegeloos back. Again, another beer saint moment from Mrs. Pokeroo. I broke both of mine last week washing them, and I dropped one. Sober. You know what? Drunk, I never broke glasses, but now that I don't drink, I guess I just tried to carry too much and I dropped one. But let's get into this. Thank you, Celtic Devil. You, sir, are a beer saint par excellence. There's nothing better than a beer on a hot day, too. And I have been hard at work doing my chores, so I deserve this little treat. It pours gorgeous. Oh my. Look at that. That is divine. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I'll be right back. I'm going to go take a picture. And we're back. Yes, I went and took a picture. Well, you know the deal, guys. I got to get my Instagrams in there. So, from the Celtic Devil to the Drunk Pokeroo here in Ontario, the Spendthrift Riptide IPL. Cheers to you, my friend. I hope you enjoy what myself and the Big Canuck sent you in return. Wow. I'd drink more lagers if they tasted like that. Holy moly, that's good. You know, you can smell hops, and then when you drink it, it's got like a delicious citrus note. Tangerine, maybe a hint of peach, some lemon in there, and then a nice, bitter, grapefruity, dry back end that is just super refreshing. It is 6.5%, so it's a little big, not a pounder, but on a beautiful sunny day, what could be better? Oh, it's crisp. Crisp, bitter, and a beersaint present from the Celtic Devil. So, my friends, let's start a trend. Let's thank those that bring great beer into our lives. Let's give the gift of beer. You know, be a beer saint yourself. Treat somebody to a pint today. Why not? You know, send some beer to somebody you haven't seen in a long time. Call up somebody you haven't seen in a long time and go out for a beer with them. You know, be a beer saint like us. The Celtic Devil, Drunk Pokeroo. Soon to meet, Tabernacle 2016 in Quebec City. I'll let you know about that later on in the week, on Thursday, I suppose. But until then, my friends, drink good beer with good people. Raise your glass. Raise your standards. Cheers to you, Celtic Devil. You are definitely my beer saint today. Things are getting all East Coasty up in here.